Hi guys, and welcome back to our FIFA 18 Rebuilding Sunderland career mode. And in the last episode I did ask you guys to vote in the poll on who we should sign on a pre-contract. And as you can see, Anthony Martial won by a country mile with 61%. 30 of you voted for him, with Koke in second place, but miles off Martial's vote. The one thing that bugs me a little bit, guys, is if you look, 49 people, 49 of you guys responded to that poll. You're happy to join in on the fun poll, but only 14 of you bothered to like the video. You guys disgust me. I'm only kidding, obviously. So the first thing we're going to do in this video is, of course, go for Anthony Martial, and hopefully nothing goes wrong, because if it does, we're going to go to second, who's Koke, and then if something goes wrong there, we go to Courtois, blah 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 blah. But hopefully we should be able to get him on a pre-contract. So we'll offer him a crucial role, obviously. They're happy with that. I'll offer him 4 years, see what they say about that. That's fine, it's going swimmingly. I don't want a release clause. That's fine. He's currently on 140k a week. We'll offer him 150k a week and a 1 million signing bonus. Are they happy with that? Oh, they want 120k a week, but just a load more bonuses. This could be a little bit more difficult than I thought. I would have delegated this, but I didn't want to make a mess of it completely, so this is why I'm doing it manually. Remove the bonus. I might just offer him a massive wage, just to cancel out the huge signing bonus. Let's see if they'll do 170k a week. Right, okay, they've accepted it. That's absolutely fine. 170k a week and 500k is the signing bonus. So Martial is coming to Sunderland next season. That's absolutely brilliant. I'm happy with that. Fantastic. So guys, something else has occurred since the last episode. I've only voted 1 day, but the board are recommending that I put Lee Cattermole up for sale. And if we look at the player conversations as well, he wants to go. He's practically put in a transfer request. And the reason being is because he wants to play more games, which I completely understand. But if you guys can remember, in the summer, I was that close to selling Cattermole, but then you guys obviously said no to keep him, which I completely understand why and stuff like that. And I was more than happy to keep him. But I did also say that he's not going to get as many games as you might like. Even though when I have checked how many games he's played, he has played around half of the Premier League games that we've had so far this season. So it's not like he's played no games whatsoever, but Cattermole wants to be playing every single game, and he's not going to get that, especially when we've got the likes of Ndong, Mvia, Vieira, Winks, plays like that. He's not going to be playing every single week. So even though it might upset a few of you guys, I am going to put him up for sale. And in the last episode, you guys were commenting to sell older players to maybe generate a little bit more money for this window. And the oldest players in the team are Cattermole and Reuter, and Reuter's our backup goalkeeper, so that's fine. Cattermole is 30 years of age, and then I think it's Sinclair who's 29, and then the oldest person below that is, I think, around 26 years of age. So I think it would make sense to get rid of him now. He's done well for us. He was brilliant in the Championship. He has played his role so far in the Prem when he's been called upon, but it's not enough for him. So we are putting him on the transfer list. So this is how this episode is going to work. We're playing Chelsea in the league, which is going to be a really tough game, followed by our match against West Brom. And then, to my surprise, I didn't know that we've been drawn against Newcastle in the FA Cup, which is going to be an absolute belter. And it's a great way to finish off the episode as well. So those are 3 games we are playing today. And just a reminder, guys, this is how the league looks. Chelsea, who we are playing next, are top of the league. We are second. With a win, we can close the gap to 3 points. So hopefully we can go and do that at the Stadium of Light. So this is the team we are going with against Chelsea. We've got Leno in goal, Henry, Subotic, Twansby and Alexander-Arnold across the back, Ndong and Villa in the middle of midfield, Winks as the cam, Sinclair on the left wing, Hoylett on the right wing because Musonda is injured. He has come back from injury, but he's still got a knock, and Callum Wilson up front. Hopefully this is enough to topple the leaders. Come on, lads. And this one is live on Sky, and it is a big one. It's second versus first. Can we make a real statement? We've been playing brilliantly against the big team so far this season. Can it continue against Chelsea? Come on. This is brilliant football from the lads. Wilson has made a run. Can he get his goal? Oh, what a finish! What an absolute beauty from Callum Wilson. It was brilliant one-touch football from the lads. Dinks over the top, and Wilson, first time on the volley, smashes it into the corner. Look at that. Nice little dink from Winks. And that, what a goal. I'm loving this, boys. Absolutely loving it. Get in. This formation is just really coming off now. I'm absolutely loving it. And before I was quite hesitant and a bit worried to try going down the middle. I'd always be whipping balls in or having long shots. But look at the football now. It's just excellent. I think this is offside. Is it offside? I think it might be. Yeah, it is. But see what I mean? I'm working little passing moves down the middle. And I never used to do that before. This is a good chance for Sinclair, and it is! It's 2-0! We've been pressing them for the entire half now. Just brilliant football. They can't get the ball off us. We've worked an opening in Sinclair, who has been excellent this season. He went missing a little bit last season in the Championship, but he's really proven his worth now. He finds the space and smashes it in the far corner. This is excellent. Come on. Now I am going to bring Calvert-Lewin on and bring Sinclair off. I'm also going to bring Solanke on. He wasn't had too much of a chance over the last few games with Wilson being in such great form. I'm also going to bring Catmull on as well with what could be his last appearance for the club if he does eventually go. But Winks has won the ball back for us. Lewin is coming down the right hand side. Still Lewin. Comes inside to the back post. Can anyone get there? They can. And Solanke finishes it off against his old club in which he started his career at to make it 3-0. Get him, boys. Nice play from the substitute. Lewin dinks it into another substitute. Solanke with an inch perfect header in off the post. 3-0 against the league leaders. Perfect. Now we're on the counter again with Winks. He's brilliant, Winks. I just love this man. But now here is Lewin. Oh, just wide. There goes a full-time whistle. An absolutely perfect display, to be completely honest. We really limited them to pretty much no chances at all. Hazard did come down the wings a few times, as did Willian, and they were just whipping aimless balls into the box, and we were dealing with it quite easily. But we really did limit them to any real chances. And one thing I will say is Harry Winks has probably been the signing of the season, or the player of the season. Forget Wilson for the time being. Winks, has been absolutely incredible. He really has. His close control, his assists, he got himself a few goals as well. He's been the absolute perfect attacking midfielder. Okay, and we have received an offer for Lee Catmull, 7.3 million, which is a really good offer considering he's worth 6 million. I will try and negotiate and get a little bit more. Okay, so we've settled on a fee of 9 million for Lee Catmull, and considering he's 30 years of age, his stats are only going to decrease, and we've got so many centre midfielders coming through at the minute as well. I think that's a brilliant result, really. It all just depends on, obviously, how his contract negotiations go with Brighton. Okay, so this is the team I am going to go with against West Brom at the Hawthorns. We've got Leno in goal, Walker-Peters, Holding, Foyth and Upamecano across the back, Vieira and Busquets in the middle with Enriquez as the cam, Calvert-Lewin on the left, Harrison on the right, and Osoro up top. As you can see, I have made a lot of changes, and that is due to fitness, and I want all of our starting 11 players to be 100% fit for the game in the Cup against Newcastle. So this is what we're going with. Is it enough? Come on, boys. And here we are at the Hawthorns. It is a really big game. West Brom are 6th in the league, so they're doing really well themselves. Can we knock them down a peg or two? Here's Osoro. Still Osoro bombing down the wing here. Can he dink one in? He has dinked one in. Can anyone get a head on it? They can! And it is Calvert-Lewin who gets the goal. Brilliant play from Osoro, bringing it down to the byline, dinks it across goal, and Lewin is there to finish it off. And this is what I love. I can pretty much use my reserve team and have enough trust in them to get us a result. Of course, we still have a long way to go in this game, but they're just playing brilliantly. Every single play we have. Here is Osoro coming down this left-hand side. He needs support. Can he get his touch in? He can! Can he finish? Oh, he's hit it over Jack Harrison. Lovely football again from the lads. Oh, they found some space with Kagawa, and it's a good save from Leno. Back to Osoro, and it's a brilliant goal. Brilliant one-touch football. And Osoro has put us 2 in front now. We've really needed that because West Brom have been pushing and pushing for the last 20-25 minutes now. This whole second half, really. They've been looking more and more dangerous. They've had plenty of crosses into the box and plenty of set pieces, but Osoro has put us at ease. 2-0. Here is Harrison now. Can he finish the game off for us? Still Harrison. Harrison! And it is! It's 3-0. Easy as you like. They just didn't close Harrison down. The Hawthorns are booing their team, and I'm not surprised. That was shocking defending. All of their defenders were too occupied with other players in the area and just let Harrison run all the way through. And he's put it in the bottom corner. That will do. It's another 3-0. There goes the full-time whistle, guys. It's another 3-0 win. And the boos ring round at the Hawthorns. But to be fair, they were a lot more difficult than Chelsea. If you look, they had only 2 shots less than us. We had a lot of possession, don't get me wrong, but they were really, really dangerous coming forward. They had a lot of height and a lot of strength up top. They were whipping balls into the box constantly. And Leno had to produce a couple of really good saves. But the thing I love about this is, like I think I may have mentioned before, I love being able to use a sort of reserve team and feel just as confident as I would with the first team. Brilliant performance all round. So guys, I can already hear what you're thinking. What the hell is this? What is this? Well, this is the footage of the Newcastle game. Oh, it's happened again. Basically, I've just been editing, done almost the entire episode, got to the Newcastle game, and it's just a black screen. So we've had a bit of technical difficulties again. So in the future, I think we are just going to stick to doing 2 games an episode, which I suppose makes it easy for me, and I could probably get episodes out a hell of a lot quicker than usual, and sometimes I could even possibly double upload, which is something I'd like to do sometimes. But I'm not going to get into it. So we played Newcastle, we raced into a 2-goal lead. Wilson with both of the goals. Within 10 minutes, I think it was, we were 2-0 up. Then with about 20 minutes left, Mitrovic scored for Newcastle and it ended 2-1. It was a pretty boring game actually, so it's not too bad. The footage didn't come out right. It wasn't great. At first it looked fantastic. We got 2 goals immediately, but then we literally had next to no chances. Newcastle barely had any chances at all apart from the goal. So yeah, that's how it finished. But now we do have a little bit of money in the transfer budget. We have just under 9 million in transfers and around 100k in the wages, and we can obviously adjust that as well. So if you have any kind of suggestions what to do with that money, let me know in the comments below. But at the minute, like I've said before, I am pretty happy with the squad that we've got. And I don't really want to shell out 9 million on a player that could quite easily be 2nd or 3rd or even 4th in line in a certain position, if you know what I mean. I don't want to just spend it for the sake of it. Something that a lot of you guys did suggest and have mentioned briefly in the last episode as well was to go for Courtois, even though we've already gone for Martial and got Martial, because of the idea of selling Leno for nearly 40 odd million, and then he's going to be replaced with another world-class keeper in Courtois. So that is an idea, but I do understand that too many pre-contracts can get a little bit overpowered. But that's completely up to you. It's just an idea. I'm just throwing it out there. It's completely up to you guys. Just let me know what you think in the comments. So this is going to be the end of the episode, and I do apologise again for technical difficulties. It's going to happen. It just happens to have occurred a couple of times in the space of 3 or 4 days, which is really annoying. But you guys are actually really, really supportive when this kind of thing happens. The comments below that I've had when stuff like this has happened in the past, it's been great, because you basically watched me freak out and panic and have a rant on camera, and then you guys have just been like, it's fine mate, it happens. And it makes me feel a lot better. Do you know what I mean? So this is going to be the end of the episode. If you did enjoy anyway, please smash the like button. Subscribe to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army, and of course to keep up to date with future videos. And guys, remember to hit that notification bell as well. A few of you guys have actually inboxed me on Instagram and the odd comment saying that they haven't got the notifications and they've missed the odd video here and there, so they're not quite in sync with where we're up to. So make sure you hit that notification bell. Also, my Instagram account is in the description below. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.